This woman's a sociopath.
For real.
I don't want this to hurt John.
Good acting. Give me my $15 million, bitch.
I don't want to call myself a victim. I don't want anything from him. Just don't call me a liar.
You are a liar.
I said, just don't call me a liar. Just don't say this isn't real.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh my god.
I like the sound of that.
All false, all false SA and false graper accusers, all y'all should have to pay $15 million.
Yep.
False domestic violence, $15 million you gotta pay.
Stop lying on people's lives and ruining their lives by false rape allegations.
Right. I bet you, nah, one of you would tell another lie. Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I bet. Let's get into it. Alright, so in this one, we got Johnnydepp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez, violating Amberheard in multiple ways. And as I'm sure y'all heard, my boy smoked her in that trial. Boom, 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 boom. Took her out. Let's go.
Good for him.
$15 million. Stop lying.
Good for him.
And what y'all need to understand is that winning a defamation case is literally like a legal proclamation that you were telling the truth and the other person is lying, because there is an absolute defense to. Oh, that was lightning. I was like, what the fuck is that light over there?
Pause, like,
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, who is in my house? Anyway, there is an absolute defense to a charge of defamation, and that is the truth. If Amber Heard could have established to a preponderance of the evidence before the jury, more likely than not, because it's a civil case, that Johnny Depp in fact did whatever it was, or he was in fact an abuser, in fact a toucher, or whatever, then her op-ed and the proclamation she made and all that talking she was doing, that's not defamation, because if you're telling the truth, you can tell the truth from the highest mountaintop. But you can't. But the law say you gotta lie in private. You can shout the truth outside, but you gotta lie in private. So if you start telling lies in newspapers, now on the internet, in a public place where people can hear you and people could think bad things about him as a result of them lies that you know you're telling, you're guilty of defamation.
And affect his daily living.
Right. So basically, it's a proclamation that all that shit she was saying about Buddy, lie. As far as I'm concerned, all false rape accusers should have to pay $15 million. I bet y'all stop fucking lying then, right?
I like the sound of that.
All false SA and false graper accusers, all y'all should have to pay $15 million.
Yep.
False domestic violence, $15 million you gotta pay.
Stop lying on people's lives and ruining their lives by false rape allegations.
Right. I bet you, nah, one of you would tell another lie.
If you were charged with 15,
you had to pay $15 million. Nah, one of you would tell another lie. Stop playing.
For Mr. Depp in August of 2016. You, quote, wanted nothing.
That is correct.
You received $7 million. You claimed you would be donating the entire $7 million to charity, right?
Well, the lie detective determined that was a lie.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million at that point, had you?
Incorrect.
Nope.
I pledged the entirety of the settlement, $7 million to charity, and I intend to fulfill those obligations.
Sir, that's not my question.
Question is not whether you pledged them. You pledged them 6 years ago. We already established that. The question is, did you give them any money? Up to now, as you're sitting there on the stand, have they received any money from you? No. So, like, you can say whatever you want. You ain't get them the money. I'm gonna. When, tomorrow? Boy, I'm telling y'all, I'm actually an attorney. I will violate. Oh my God. I'm like, what are you gonna give it to him?
It's not that
tomorrow? Next week?
It's not that hard. Like, it's basic stuff.
Oh my god.
Say one thing, you didn't do the thing that you said. Like what the
Nah,
hell?
but see, people in real life, you're allowed to skate by on the vagaries of words. So
True.
like words mean this and that. There's gray area here. People just say shit and move on.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
nobody. It's rare that people are held to task for the specific things that they say.
said.
They're rarely where it's like you said this, but I got a tape of the opposite happening. Why you lying?
Right.
Like no one is ever pressed in that scenario. And even if they are, they always can just bullshit their way out of it because you're never in a scenario where you have to answer or you have to tell the truth. Even if the police interrogate you, you don't have to talk. You remain silent.
But people talking.
Yeah, you're dumb if you do that. But in court, you have to answer. You're sitting. The judge will instruct you to answer. If you don't answer, you can be held in contempt. That means they can put you in jail until you answer. It arguably could be indefinitely. It usually never is, but like shit, people have spent years in jail for not answering questions. So it's like don't play around, okay? So like when you get on that stand, you have to tell them, you have to answer, and you can't lie. You lie, you're gonna do 5 years. Good luck with that. However much they give them for perjury in that state.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, no, perjury is wild. You're gonna do mad time. Stop it.
Well, try to answer my question. Sitting here today, you have not donated, now pledged, $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous. They
But
do
I
the same
don't.
thing.
Miss Heard,
You can't make up what
I don't use it
you can't make up those
That's
words.
how donations are paid.
Miss Heard,
When?
respectfully,
That's how donations are paid, by not being paid. What are you talking about?
that's not my question. As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the ACLU. Yes or no?
I have not yet.
You have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today, you have not donated, paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill the obligations yet.
And that's because you did want something, didn't you?
I didn't want anything and I didn't get anything.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money. You took this photograph, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't want anything and you didn't get anything? You got $7 million in the divorce settlement. Exactly.
How was that nothing?
How was that nothing? If it was nothing, you would have gave it away, right? Oh, okay.
That's correct.
You took this picture as well.
Yes,
You also took this picture, right, Miss Heard?
that's correct. I did.
Seem to really like taking pictures of Mr. Depp while he's sleeping, don't you?
I hated it.
No, she was trying to set something up. Set up a little plan. That's crazy. How someone you're in a relationship with that you would sleep around would be, because they was doing drugs together and all that.
Yeah.
Would be doing drugs with you and shit like that. But when you slipping, they taking video of you and holding on to the video to use against you later. Because he's famous. So even if she could use it against him in a number of ways.
She knew she was plotting. She was scheming.
That's nasty.
She was
She's
100%
nasty, bro. She's
scheming.
nasty, bitch.
Absolutely
I
scheming.
hated it.
Okay.
You took this picture of Mr. Depp as well, didn't you?
I did.
You sent this picture to one of your friends, didn't you?
I don't recall.
If we could please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 252.
Yes, I was asking for support.
There's no question yet, Ms. Heard. You wrote, quote, "This is what I've been dealing with," end quote. This is you supporting Mr. Depp.
This is me getting support from my best friend. I also
why?
need support.
We're in a
Why you need support
Wow.
for him? Why does she need support for him taking a nap? He spilled peanut butter. Okay. Why you didn't clean it up? Number one. And number
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, why aren't you cleaning that up and helping him get to bed? Like, I just don't
instead you're
understand.
leaving that there and taking a picture. Why is that
Clean
something?
him up
like,
and then get him to bed.
But
Like,
what does this have to deal with? You don't even have to clean him up. He looks fine. Just turn him over so he doesn't fucking die
lay
and remove whatever that is that spilled it. Like, what are you like? What are you, like a 5-year-old? Like, you're an adult. Are you dumb?
afraid the monster would get upset that you took this picture. Is there something amusing about kicking a door into your husband's head? You even roll your eyes at one point. Is there something amusing to you about punching your husband in the jaw?
That is not what I was smiling about, and no, I do not think it's amusing. Okay, I'm sorry. I never even addressed it. He was just very dramatic.
Right, because to women, hitting men is a joke. It's just a funny thing, like getting hit with a stuffed animal. That's what it feels like, because y'all can't fight. But that's not something you're allowed to do. But she thinks I've heard her say this before. Her argument was, "Oh well, I was hitting you, but it didn't hurt, so you weren't being punched."
Right.
It's like that's not a thing. Whether it hurts or not doesn't determine the legality, nor that it's, like you can't touch other people.
The intent of you actually harming and doing violence to the person that you so-called love is wild disrespect.
Just because you got little nasty baby chicken wings and you can't hurt somebody doesn't mean you weren't trying.
Right. Literally throwing pots and pans at him, throwing a glass bottle.
She cut his finger off.
Like, what?
She cut his finger off, bro.
She had the intent to literally harm him, physically harm him by doing whatever she can by any means. Like, this is wild, crazy.
She maimed him.
Like, crazy.
She maimed him. Bro, let me tell you something. That shit can never happen.
On the lowest of forms. Like,
you maimed
shit
me.
in his fucking bed.
You maimed me. I'm gonna wrap my injury up, dig a hole in the yard, put you in it, and then go to the hospital. Like, in that order. Are you fucking crazy? That is insanity. She cut off his finger and was able to walk away. I can't think of... I could ask any man on the face of this fucking planet. If another man did something to you and in your face that caused you... threw something at you or hit you that caused you to lose the tip of your finger, do you think that person could escape from you?
Not gonna slide? Yeah.
You think he could escape from me?
You think you're gonna slide with that? Yo.
Well, let me tell you something.
Absolutely not.
I'll pick up my fingertip, put it in my pocket, and run you down. You've got to be joking. You've got to be joking.
After you're done beating them, just go to the
I'm telling you, I'm going to wrap with my hand.
With your finger, be like, yeah, I'm okay.
Nah, because it's not like they said he cut the whole finger off.
Yeah,
it's like the tip. So it's like, nah, that's it's deep, but it's a flesh wound. Wrap that up. I'm going, oh my God. Like, club you. Like, are you kidding? Like Chisel Adonis be saying, clubbing blows. Right? Clubbing blow. After clubbing blow. Like, what the fuck? You gotta be joking.
Yesterday got you that role in Aquaman, didn't he?
Excuse me?
Dad got you that role in Aquaman.
She's tight.
No, Miss Vasquez, I got myself that role by auditioning.
She is tight.
He finds out about the divorce filing from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
Gotcha, bitch.
He slipped up there, didn't he?
Ooh. He found out from some other source where TMZ was alerted, and then she stopped talking immediately. I'm like, ooh. Alerted by who?
By you.
Oh, how'd they know?
By you.
If you're such a victim, why are you scheduling paparazzi run-ins? Why are you scheduling them to catch you? Because I heard the testimony that from the motherfuckers who work at TMZ, so ain't no bullshit. Let me tell you something. Their lawyers, TMZ's lawyers, and the higher-ups and everybody, those motherfuckers hate anybody to get put on a stand that works there. Are you crazy? They would never want you to testify. You gotta really be bullshitting for them to let somebody come down there and testify without fighting it.
I just want to hit her with the
Willy
Wonka.
Right.
Tell me more about you playing the victim.
They out here like, oh, this. And they're like, nah, no way, lady. You called us and told us, take a picture of the left side of my face or whatever side it was.
Tell me more of you playing the victim.
Nah, if I'm on the jury, once I heard that they said that she called TMZ and they knew what side of her face to take a picture of, all right, give him the money.
Wow.
Give him the money. You're a liar. Give him the money. You're lying. Give him the money. The fuck out of here. Like, are you kidding? That's not real. That's like, what?
This is a joke.
If you were beaten, they'll see the bruises eventually. You don't need to have paparazzi run-ins. You're famous. They'll get it. Or you should. Okay, I can't, bro. I can't with this.
Let it slip out that TMZ had been alerted to your filing of the domestic violence restraining order, didn't you?
I disagree. That's not what I'm talking about.
Don't I understand
That's
now?
just not. No, that's not how that goes. It's not what you're talking about. It's how.
No idea. That's not my area of expertise.
You see, she's ducking it because I'd run her right into a trap. Okay. So it's your testimony that TMZ wasn't alerted? Is that what you're saying? Or you don't know? Is it that you don't know they weren't alerted? Or that they were not alerted? If she tells me no to either one of those questions, both of those are a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Because if you say they weren't alerted, like you know for a fact they were not alerted, I call the guy as a rebuttal witness to say, no, yes, you were. We know. She told us. And if you want to say you didn't know that they were alerted, well, again, call the same guy to say, no, she told us. So, of course, she knew that y'all were alerted. Yep. Both of those are a lie, and they're demonstrably a lie. You should be charged with perjury. Get out of here, son.
I agree.
Expertise, I wouldn't even know how to do that. If I wanted to leak things.
I wouldn't even know how to do that. Bro, you mean...
Can't be real.
Yo, you can't use a phone?
You can't be real.
Look at me.
She is trying so hard. So fucking hard. It's just so
It's bad. Fun. The people at TMZ don't got phones and Twitters and stuff. Like, what are you talking about? You can't contact nobody?
It's not...
Yo. Because, like, it's a standard tactic to, like, play stupid when you're getting questioned about something and you don't want to answer.
This extreme length.
I know. Which is why it's like when you go too far with it, your lawyer should rein you in and be like, yes, you could play dumb for a little bit. But when you start doing this, the jury will see through you. They're stupid, but they're not that stupid. Like, come on.
Bitch, what?
About Johnny. I could have done that in a much more successful way, in a bigger way, for years.
Oh, yeah?
That sounds like a Donald Trump answer.
I got a fraction of what I was entitled to in the state of California, by the way. What extortion?
You will not see my eyes again.
You know exactly why Mr. Depp won't look back at you, don't you?
I do.
He promised you would never see his eyes again after you had publicly accused him of domestic violence, after you had obtained the domestic violence restraining order against him.
That's correct.
Good.
Vasquez played a tape in which Mr. Depp said, "You will not see my eyes again." Do you recall that?
I do. Tell the jury why. Because he's guilty. He knows he's lying. Otherwise, why can't he look at me? I survived that man, and I'm here, and I'm able to look at him.
How is it that your lawyer is just gonna let you sit here and just like play the sob story? You're supposed to be asking her questions to actually prove that what she's saying is...
No, that's her case. Their case is a sob story against Johnny.
No.
Their case is a sob story against Johnny.
Where's the evidence? Like,
her testimony, right?
What?
The evidence is her testimony.
I'm not
under oath.
listening to this.
Right. So that's the point. Is like the jury doesn't believe her. So if we don't believe you, it's over with.
Wow. This is jokes.
Thank you.
I don't want to look at you. I don't have to look at you. And not looking at you doesn't make me a criminal. It doesn't have to be a fair fight.
That's your voice on that recording, right?
Yes, it is. I was saying it to the man who beat me up, yes.
The man you beat up numerous times. Right, Miss Heard?
I could never hurt Johnny. I swung at him. I'm sorry.
Mr. Depp wears rings on every finger, doesn't he, Miss Heard?
That's my experience, yes.
And they're not delicate rings, are they?
No, they are not.
Heard, so he hit you with rings on every finger?
I don't know if I've ever known Johnny to not wear rings.
Yeah. He hit you in the face so many times that you don't remember. There's no injuries to your face in this picture, are there?
Not that...
A fake-ass bruise.
You don't have any visible injuries to your face, do you?
None that you can see.
Even though Mr. Depp whacked you in the face so hard that your nose bled?
He did.
While wearing chunky, big rings, right?
Your nose would have been
correct.
She's fine,
This is a
bro.
picture of you and Mr. Depp the night after Mr. Depp allegedly whacked you in the face so hard you thought he had broken your nose.
He did whack me in the face, and I did think he broke my nose.
Your nose doesn't appear to be injured in any of these pictures, does it,
Not
Miss Heard?
one bit.
That's why I'm wearing makeup.
And makeup covers up swelling, right?
Makeup will not cover up swelling. Ice will, though.
Ice will cover up swelling?
Ice reduces swelling. Normally, the swelling after that kind of injury is not as bad as you might imagine. And for me, it wasn't that bad.
Wow.
Amberheard, MD.
So
She's a
bad
doctor,
that
kid.
I thought you broke my nose.
She's a doctor, my boy. She's a doctor.
The ice will reduce the swelling.
She's a doctor,
which is
kid.
fact, but
She's a practicing physician, bro.
you thought it was so bad he broke your nose, but you were flawless that night.
Right. Like if something is so... Listen, the thing is that when you think something's broken, usually it's because it's swelling and it hurts a lot. So if you thought that your nose was broken, anybody who ever I seen a lot of people playing basketball, so a lot of people get their nose twisted up. And every person who I ever seen thought their nose was broke, that motherfucker was bleeding, twisted, hurt like a motherfucker. They couldn't breathe. they ain't look pristine like you, bro. And I seen motherfuckers with a whole lot harder face than you. Pause.
You look flawless.
Right.
This is you and Mr. Depp at the Mordecai premiere?
Yes, it is.
You told this jury that on this occasion, Mr. Depp was kneeling on your back.
That's correct.
You would agree that there are no bruises or visible marks on your back in this picture.
Not that I could see. I do not know when James came over.
Okay, let's remind you.
Oh yeah, James Franco, because she was having an affair with James Franco.
Stop. Really?
Look at this. They're married during this, or maybe this was like after the divorce proceedings started. I don't know, something like that. But that's in her penthouse in the hotel.
Wow.
Number of hashtags that you deem
She's a
negative
dirtbag.
towards Miss Heard. Yes, this is for Johnnydepp. Amber Heard is an abuser, and the last one was Amber Turd.
Ha!
That is another one. Okay.
Johnny, this is crazy. Don't do this. I didn't want to hurt him. I loved him. I loved him so much. Didn't want this to go to a prosecutor. I didn't want this to hurt Johnny.
So why was you on the internet talking all that shit? So why was you on the internet ruining his fucking career?
Why are you going to give out speeches and talking about grape?
Right. Oh, I'm a survivor. The for all women survivors.
Go
I'm a
ahead,
victim.
Johnny. Go ahead and tell the world that you're a victim. You didn't care.
Right. What are you talking about? Like, this woman's a sociopath.
For real.
I don't want this to hurt Johnny.
Good acting. Give me my $15 million, bitch.
Don't want to call myself a victim. I don't want anything from him. Just don't call me a liar.
You are a liar.
I said, just don't call me a liar. Just don't say this isn't real.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh my god. Yo, him and his lawyers have been cackling the whole fucking trial. Whispering and cackling. Because the opposing case is just so ridiculous. It's just like, we have you every which way. Every time you say something, we just boom on you with all type of evidence. There's nothing you can do, bro. When you get slapped up like that, yo, they just had a Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game on these niggas, bro. They got smoked. Oh my god. They got destroyed. Kobe 81. Wildin'. Johnny sliding. Shit, he need a new wife anyway.
Are you dating Johnny Depp?
Be the Captain Jack Sparrow. Hey, don't forget his jar of dirt in the mega pint. Love you, Johnny.
That shit funny as hell.
Johnny.
Yeah. Run my money, bitch. Yeah. Not only you gonna run my $15 million.
Call me a liar.
Just don't say this isn't real.
This is real.
Yeah, them hot L's he just served you. The hot L's he served you. That's
So
real.
happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was all like bullshit. That
What
was
a
complete
goofy.
total
Oh
bullshit.
my god. It's terrible.
Like, this is jokes. Like, jokes.
Yeah, and run that $7 million you owe them charities. That's a smooth $22 million that must go out.
Agreed.
Stop the cap.
Kiss that money. Bye-bye.
Anyway, that's it for this one. We'll holla at you. Fuck out of here, Amberheard.